Petone proudly sponsored by Des Smith Ray White. The game brought to you today by Matchday sponsors BP Railway Ave and G&S Roofing. The lineup for Stop Out today. In goal, Brooklyn Brown. Captain, number 2, James Sutcliffe. 4, Graham Craven. 5, Regan Kowalczyk. 8, Alex Palasovic. 10, Jared Cuniff. 11, Connor Gould. 14, Lucas Kelly. 17, Jordan Martins. Number 21, Sam Cosgrave. On the bench for a Stop Out, Javier Coleman, Kay Pat, Jerem Tuck and Yannick Pocock. Also in the starting lineup, number 20, Isa Prinz.
Well, it's a sumptuous, splendid spring day here in the capital of this beautiful nation, Aotearoa. We welcome all new and loyal viewers to Petone FC TV for this final game of the Central League season. It's Petone versus Stop Out. It's a must-win game for the men in blue to secure a National League spot. It will be the first time in the football club to achieve this feat in its 125-year history. A lot to work for.
The lineup for Petone, Ray White, Des Smith, Ray White Petone is in goal. Oscar Boyce. Number 2, Corin Perks. Number 7, Jamea Shearer. Captain, number 10, Sam Pickering. 11, Ashnavi Mustafa. 12, Ollie Pickering. 13, Isaac Snell. 17, Sam Wall. Number 20, Abdullah Khaled. 21, Aiden Rodriguez. And number 23, Matt Brazier. On the bench for Petone, number 5, Kieran McMinn. 8, Amir Mandalawi. 14, Luke Grinley. 16, Jared Eglinton. And 24, Jack O'Connor. On the coaching staff today for Petone, head coach Mr. Ryan Edwards, assistant coach Jamie O'Connor, goalkeeping coach Shay Stapleton, managers Gary Stapleton and Lincoln Matthews, and physio TBI Health. Officials today, referee Corey Mills, assistant referees Ashton Devonport and Halus Welsh. Enjoy the game, everybody. Come on, you Blues.
Well, the vibe is buzzing here on the John Bradbury balcony and Memorial Park itself. JT, welcome up here.
Thanks, Connor. Beautiful day for it, and a big game for Petone, and Stop Out will be doing their utmost to disrupt it.
As the final game of the season of the Central League kicks off, it'll be Stop Out to get us underway as they go to the far side early. Stop Out just across the Hutt River from Petone here. So a local rival game. They always get some numbers on the sidelines. There's a wonderful switch ball from, that was Craven playing that switch ball with his right foot. He's centre back number 4 today for Stop Out. He'll be happy with that early pass from him as a throw-in's taken now, and Craven will get it. He's the English import for Stop Out. He squares it up. It's Sutcliffe to his left back and back. A stunning day here, JT.
Yep, couldn't ask for a better day for it. Spring has sprung in Petone.
The 2nd of September, a great month for all. 9th month of the year. As Petone gets some early possession now. But opt for the long ball, and Matthew Brazier sets off early. Causes some stress for the man at the back as he pulled up a bit lame with a tight hamstring.
Could be a hamstring there. He looked in some discomfort as he cleared the ball for a corner.
Graham Craven, after a lovely first pass that was mentioned. Not good to see, not encouraging for him and his team. As Petone have a corner in the first couple of minutes here. It'll be Sam Pickering, the captain, to whip it in. He'll take it short. And Cheryl will meet it. The ball will be put into the front post, and Snell will get a chance, but didn't get much power onto it, and Stop Out will find a way to get it out of there. Mustafa for Petone. Goes round one, and a great turn from, must be Sam Wall out there on the left. Yellow boots for Sam Wall, number 17 for Petone. As Stop Out have the ball in the attacking third. Some good pressing from Sam Wall, and it'll be a Stop Out throw. Cosgrove to throw this one in to the feet of Pelisevic. But dispossessed. Ollie Pickering now. Early touch for him. Passes it back to Thomas Hooper. Sorry, Oscar Boyce. I've got the wrong bit of paper in front of me there. Thomas Hooper, the stop-out goalkeeper. It's actually Brooklyn Brown. I'm all over the show here early on, but let's get composed as Mustafa goes to the left side. Shearer now for Petone as he goes into the 18-yard box. He prays Matthew Brazier to the left side. He gets a cross off. It goes across the face of goal. Pretty harmlessly in the end, JT.
Yeah, good break there from Petone, and just the touch was maybe a little bit too heavy, and all he could do was cross the ball, and no one in there to get on the end of it. So it's goal kick to Stop Out.
First time this game livened up a bit in the first 4 minutes here. Cosgrove, tidy footwork, winning his team a throw-in here on this near side. It's a sizable throw, but Petone get the ball back straight away.
Stop Out will be buoyed by the return fixture that they won 2-1 at Hutt Park last month, and they'll be looking to make the double over Petone and spoil the party here today.
As the throw-in is met by Ollie Pickering's head, and now Petone look to move out of their defensive third. Sam Pickering squares it up wonderful for Rodriguez as he plays Mustafa on the far side. High socks, he's very distinguishable as always. Paddy Gower's favourite player. As he plays it back to Snell. Squares it up to Rodriguez as he gets a rough touch. And he puts pressure on the stop-out man who's moving forward. It is Cunliffe. He turns outside. He gets pressured by three men, but does really well to find a free stop-out man. As Gall moves forward, again swarmed by Petone men, and he was fouled. So it will be a free kick in the eyes of Corey Mills today.
Early opportunity for Stop Out to test the Petone defence here. Great position for a free kick. Probably look to whip it in, get some of the big men from the back on the end of it.
right foot of Connor Gall over this one, as he sends it in right into the heart, and it's met by the head of a red player. Aggressive header, but straight to Oscar Boyce. Great chance for stop out.
Yeah, they work hard on their set pieces. Stop out. Alistair Yates, Bolton fan, big fan of the Sam Allardyce School of Football.
That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Great reference. Some tight footwork from the Petone midfield. They do end up getting caught out though as stop out have a chance. It's Gall on this right side. He enters the penalty area and squares up Corin Perks. He finds a way to get the cross in. It hits the upright, comes straight back to him. He'll get another chance. And the composure of Gall is very seen, but after that good cross, it just goes through the legs of Cunliffe, and Oscar Boyce recycles it for Petone.
Good early pressure from stop out. They've started well and they'll be pretty happy. Petone need to get a foot on the ball, play their game.
Corin Perks to Shearer on this near side. Jemiah Shearer has had a fantastic season for the first team as he tries to slip through Matthew Brazier, but the touch wasn't quite there on To Be Fair, which was a testing ball. As the game day sponsors join us here up in the John Bradbury Lounge, GNS Roofing. The whole family's up here. Great to see you and great to have you. Enjoy the game. Stop out, the team promoted last season. They're sitting in 7th in the Central League. Pretty impressive season. First back after being promoted. And Petone obviously sitting in 4th spot in the current qualification spot for the National League. So today is a must-win game with Western Suburbs having one of the easier fixtures of the season. You'd assume they'd get 3 points today, so Petone really need to take control of their situation and get 3 points today to ensure their qualification into the National League.
Always an easy 3 points Olympic, eh?
Well, a team already won the league. You'd think they'd be chucking it in neutral and coasting down the hill now. Well, I've just been informed that Western Suburbs and Olympic play for the O'Brien Shield. It's the trophy that Olympic currently hold, so I say easy game. I'm completely wrong there. The league leaders, I'm sure, will be wanting to retain that trophy and win. So potentially some cushion for Petone, but as I say, they'll be taking no prisoners today and want to control their system and their world and get 3 points to confirm that qualification.
Absolutely, Connor. You're not going to want to sit around and hope for results. They know it's in their hands. Get the win today and it's done.
Oscar Boyce, stalwart for the Petone backline. He's been such a great influence in between the sticks for the men in blue this season. I don't recall too many mistakes he's made. He's impressed me a lot. Been one of my standouts, in fact, for the season Oscar Boyce, with his consistency, as Sam Pickering just goes to war there and comes out victorious. Fantastic determination from him. Isaac Snell comes away with it and passes it to Sam Wall. Petone recycle.
Yeah, very calm presence in goal, Oscar Boyce for Petone, and it just gives the whole defence that kind of confidence to play their way, and he's a very good goalkeeper.
Boise, they call him, Oscar Boyce. He loves a good surf, mountain bike, and he's even a keen golfer here in the Hutt Valley. So he's a man of many talents, it seems. And here he is there, getting a chance to influence the game once more with a confident boot up the field, trying to find Sam Wall. Coloured gets pressured from the front line to stop out Corin Perks. Composure shown from Petone to pass it around with men in their face. It's Rodriguez dropping back and playing a forward ball, finding Mustafa as he's free. It's Sam Wall in the middle. Mustafa squares it up for Sam Pickering, who gets a shot off as he enters the 18-yard box. It was blocked by a defender, and Ollie Pickering gets a chance to get another aggressive ball in maybe. He looks to link up with his cousin, but it bounces off to Shearer as he goes to the byline. Sam Pickering now squares it up, finds Rodriguez, who puts a blind ball in, but it ends up being cleared by a stop out.
Good chance for Sam Pickering. It was a great play down the right-hand side there, and Ashnavi fouled on the edge, but the ref played a good advantage, and it fell to Pickering. Good sight at goal, and well blocked by the stop-out defender.
And just about nearly that distinctive U-shaped run that Brazier loves to make. He runs along the defence, waits for that ball to be made over the top, and just times that exit perfectly to break away. The ball just a bit too deep on that occasion.
So hard to pick up, Brazier. His movement is fantastic. He drops deep. He makes those U-shaped runs, as you mentioned, Connor. And the defenders don't know whether to track or to leave him. And you can tell that it's difficult to deal with. He's top scorer in the Central League this year.
There's a straight pass from Rodriguez, gives the ball away. And it was a very encouraging through ball. That was intercepted, but given straight back. It'll end up being a corner on the far side, on the merged communications end, to stop out. As the in-swinger is delivered to the back post. And the header from Pelizovic was nothing shy of threatening.
Doesn't score too many, Alex Plezovic. One for the season, but it was against against Petone in the return fixture. He was very pleased with that, and hopefully no more today.
Pelizovic, he's in that heart and soul position of the team, that centre attacking midfield, it seems.
Yeah, he's a good central midfielder. He came from Olympic this year, and he's really bolstered their ranks for this Central League campaign. He's been really good for them.
There's a darting inside run from Isaac Snell. He gets caught out in the end, but Petone win it back, and Rodriguez, the composure to turn and pass to his centre-back calmly. And Petone retained possession. Corin Perks. He's featured all season in that left-back role, Corin Perks, as Samuel Wall plays a wonderful switch ball, finding Mustafa. He was offside. so stop out, get away with that one. What a lovely ball that was. I couldn't see that from up here, but you would have had a better view from the camera.
Yeah, it was a great ball. Flag went straight up. It didn't look offside from this angle, but we trust the official there, Eloise Welch.
In fact, just thinking, I don't remember a game that I've commentated here. Corin Perks hasn't been a part of the starting lineup. He's been a constant part of the starting team for Petone all season at the left back role, and I'm just looking here at some of the Q&As from the start of the season of the players, and his greatest piece of advice he's been given is from head coach Ryan Edwards: never give up. It's that simple, folks. Never give up. And, well, it just goes to show that that's really sunken deep into him this season. He's shown so much determination and grit at that left-back role. And, yeah, he's impressed me a lot up here.
Well, we've seen that from the whole Petone side. Obviously, something Ryan Edwards wants to instill in the side. And with so many goals in Petone time this season, it really shows it.
As Sam Pickering gets slipped through on that far side and delivers a back post ball, but it just was too far for Ollie Pickering to make use of it and stop out. We're exiting the half with gusto, and Sam Wall disrupted that and has been put in the books. He's been yellow carded just after 17 minutes here.
Unlucky one there. He was running back. He kind of just clipped his leg. I don't think there was any intent there, but it did break up a potential breakaway for stop out. So that's kind of guaranteed yellow, really.
The ball dealt with by Petone, and Matt Brazier looks to lay off his partner, but that one goes up for a throw-in. News just in that Olympic are 1-0 up over Western Suburbs currently for the O'Brien Shield fixture and the Central League fixture, obviously. Back here live as Coloured drives forward to the halfway mark and gets a pass off to Brazier as he turns and goes, looks to beat his man. He lays it back off to Ollie Pickering as he gained a couple of metres. And that goes all the way back to Corin Perks. Tony happy to sit on the ball and massage it round, be patient, wait for their gap. All credit by a wonderful 1-2, Shearer and Ollie Pickering, as Shearer enters the penalty area with some twinkle toes and squares it up. It's split Sam Wall and Isaac Snell perfectly, that ball. Unfortunately for Petone. And now here come stop out and Connor Gall. He goes inside. Looks to switch it to Martins. Let's stop out now. Passing it around and looking to go direct there, but Jared Cuniff just couldn't quite get his foot to that one. And now Petone in position. It's Ollie Pickering.
Two 2-0 now to Olympic, we're hearing up here, so very good stuff for Petone. I still want to go and win this game though.
It's Ollie Pickering, excuse me, there, looks to beat his man and got fouled. That taken quickly by Sam Pickering though, and we're back underway with no worries. There's a big switch ball is cut out by stop out, and here they come down the left side. They're moving forward with Prinz as he cuts in. But the loose pass again finds Brazier, and here come Petone now. Looking to reset things calmly as they have done all season.
So an experienced head, Matt Brazier at the front there. You can see him with his hand gesturing, just calm down lads, let's play our football. Get it back to the back and play it around, because that's what we do best. It's really useful with a young team to have that bit of experience and nous in the side.
There's the long ball from Khalid, finds Mustafa, and he'll win his side a corner. As this is the last game of the season, some special mentions to some recently passed life members, John Bradbury and Steve Minogue. Some stalwarts of the club that we always be remembered here in the John Bradbury Lounge especially. It was in fact a free kick or some infringement, not a corner on that far side. So it'll be Sam Pickering to take that one as he raises his hands and advances towards the ball. He puts it into the near post and Corin Perks goes for it. It'll be Matthew Brazier, but it just goes past the far post. My goodness me. I think there was a deflection because it will be a corner for Petone.
Certainly looked like it was heading in that, and I don't know whether it took a deflection or the keeper got a hand to it or both, but it's managed to avoid the goal. Petone will continue the pressure from this corner.
As the in-swing corner will be taken now to the back post, but well dealt with by the stop-out keeper. Only as far as the back post, and Samuel Wall gets a chance to get a shot, but it doesn't go past the first man.
It didn't look comfortable coming for that. Brooklyn Brown, the stop-out goalkeeper, kind of flapped at it and was lucky in the end that it didn't fall kindly for the Petone striker.
Great ball there from Prinz to find Pelizovic on that far side, and Prinz looks to get it straight back, but he is offside. What a fantastic first touch that was off the chest, but it will mean nothing. Khalid to Mustafa. Rodriguez. Sherrod makes a darting run on this near side, but it'll be Corin Perks backs to Rodriguez as he finds the looping run of Sherrod in the end. But the pressure was too much, and now stop out, look to go forward. Here's Cuniff. He gives it to Gall, who goes inside and resets things. Composure from him. It's Graven to Pelizovic, who goes to the far left in Martins. Pelizovic gets it back and brings it to this near side now, and Cosgrove, who goes inside and gives it wonderfully to Gall as he enters the penalty area. Dangerous for Petone, as a fantastic last minute tackle from Rodriguez to get it out for a corner.
Great tackle there from Maiden Rodriguez. He kind of gave him the eyes, the stop-out attacker, and he didn't fall for it. Strong tackle and away for a corner.
We are jam-packed up here in the balcony here, folks. It is humming on this wonderful day, this beautiful spring day here in Te Whanganui Atara. As we sit up here for a stop-out corner on the Merge Communications end. Will be the in-swinging delivery. as he goes to the back post. Matthew Brazier doing defensive work there. As Mustafa looks to use his pace and just couldn't quite get the ball free to utilise that. There'll be a sloppy challenge and a free kick to stop out. The ball's played in towards that backside. They'll get a second chance at it. And Snell will do good defensive headers there. Sam Wall tries to find the advancing Khalid. As Shearer's moving forward now. Khalid to his left, Brazier moving through the middle. And Mustafa to his far right. He goes to Mustafa as the ball's whipped in, and wow, last minute defensive work. What a fantastic effort that was from James Sutcliffe. It'll be a Petone corner in the end.
Stop out unhappy. They thought they had a foul out here, but it didn't look like anything in it from where we are, and Petone made a good break up forward quickly through Jemiah Shearer and created the chance.
It just looked like Matt Brazier was going to get it in on the end of that all day, didn't he? But what a fantastic last-minute effort from Sutcliffe as Petone goes short in their corner. And Sam Pickering gives it straight back to Shearer. I want to get a ball in, and Sam Pickering enters the penalty area. Dangerous for stop out, but a deflection in the end off Cosgrave, and it ends in the safe hands of Brooklyn Brown for stop out.
Slight mishandle again from Brooklyn Brown there, and it's something Petone will be looking at, trying to test him as much as possible in these early stages.
As Gall, as he's done a couple of times today, he's advanced forward and cut inside. He's beaten a couple players, passed it off. He's had a good start to this game, Connor Gall. Stop out, show some composure on the ball. Happy to pass it around as well. Waiting for their time to, well, I guess, play the through ball. And fantastically won back. Here comes stop out as they have a chance to shoot. And they open the scoring here at Memorial Park. It's stop out 1, Petone 0. With a great pass through. It's number 10, Jared Cunniff, the Englishman for stop out, to break the deadlock here.
It was good football from stop out and a very good finish from Cunniff. His 9th goal of the Central League season. And has looked like him and Connor Gall look like the real attacking threats for stop out in these early stages.
As Petone restart things, after half an hour of play, we are not goalless. It is 1-0 to stop out the away side. As Khalid looks to go aerial with that movement forward, but only as far as Craven. As Palezovic drops back for an option. And a loose pass there gives Petone a chance to have a throw-in in the advancing third.
Really poor pass there from Alex Palezovic, straight out for a throw into Petone, and he'll hope that they don't come to rue that.
Some rough play, but Petone seemed to end up safe and sound in the end. It'll be a free kick. Just on the edge of the D, Sam Pickering will take it simply to Sam Wall, and they'll come to the near side. Ollie Pickering. Now Rodriguez to Coloured. The long ball option, but met by Craven once more. Straight back to Petone, and they recycle. Stop out, win the ball back. And Connor Gould once more cutting inside, beating a couple players. I bet he'll find a pass. Where is it? He's given a lot of time on the ball, and there it is. It's Craven now passes it forward, finds Gould. Cosgrave moves it forward, and it's flicked on wonderfully by the goal scorer Cunliffe to Connor Gould as he gets a chance to shoot with his left, but Oscar Boyce is sharply down to his left side.
Really well worked chance that from Stop Out, comfortable on the ball, and again it's Connor Gould causing problems for Petone. Stop Out don't have that focal point like Petone do in Matt Brazier, but the front couple there seem to cause problems with their movement and their link-up play. And they've both scored, 9 now and 8 for Gaul.
Some aggressive defensive work from Perks to get it out for a throw in there, but taken with gusto by Cosgrave to restart things. It's Cunliffe on this near side. He works hard, but is dispossessed in the end. Loose pass from Shearer to give it straight back, and here comes Gould, the man who's been threatening. He looks to get a shot off with his left. He's pushed all the way to the far side by Rodriguez. Good defending from him. And this unleashes Ashton Avi Mustafa now. He gets a chance to come forward. He squares it to Matt Brazier, who calmly goes back to his captain. And it's squared up to Sam Wall. Pressure by Rodriguez. He'll be fouled in the end.
Petone are lucky to get a free kick there. I don't think there was much in that, and it would have been a dangerous attack for Stop Out.
Yeah, Rodriguez showing signs of fatigue or a bit of lethargic nature in that exchange there. It has been an intense 33 minutes here at Memorial Park. But I think he needs to hustle and bustle a bit more in those situations. As Coloured gives it to Snell. And Coloured gets caught out as an attacking run down that far side. And Isa Prinz, he was dispossessed in the end by Isaac Snell. Rodriguez squares it to Corin Perks. Ollie Pickering gets a chance to move forward on this left side. Gives it to Shearer, who goes inside. Can't find a way through, but does in the end. And here's Sam Wall now. So Ollie Pickering, who checks his shoulder, and a safe pass. Corin Perks, Rodriguez. Lovely pass to find Sam Pickering, and Matthew Brazier now for Petone. He's on the edge of the circle. He gets a chance to shoot with his left, and it's deflected out for a corner.
It was a lovely pass and a great touch from the captain Pickering to set it up for Brazier, and you fancy him on his left, deflected away for a corner.
The in-swinging corner from Petone was a threatening one. Sam Wall had another chance at the back post, but he switches it straight back to the corner taker, Sam Pickering, on this near side, who delivers it again. Sam Wall gets a chance to square it up. Mustafa puts a floating ball in to try and find Sam Pickering, but in the end, it will be a offside call. Petone trying to make something happen here at the end of the first half. 1-0 down. Lovely 1-2 between Mustafa and Pickering. And here comes Mustafa on that far right side. He tries to get a cross in, but he was going at such velocity that it becomes so hard to kick a football to your right angle.
Yeah, he did so well to get down the side there and beat the man, but the cross in the end was too close to the goalkeeper.
And a very nonchalant header outwards as we have a player down on that far side up the Waz. We've got a couple of stalwarts. I use that word a lot, but I must say these are true stalwarts of the balcony up here, the John Bradbury balcony, that watch every game of every season here for decades at Petone, that can't make it today. Craig Dedman and Andy Badrick. We'd love to have you here, but we hope you're enjoying wherever you are and enjoying the game thus far. We also have a special shout out to Graham Hickling. He's with his family in Europe at the moment, but he'll be back for the Under-19s tournament, which he hasn't missed for decades as well, along with the other two gentlemen I just mentioned. Fantastic influences they are to the young men here at Petone Football Club. And they are missed today. So a special shout out to those gentlemen there as we continue the live coverage here at Memorial Park, here at Petone Football TV. There's a loose foot from Matthew Brazier, and it'll be a free kick to stop out on that far side, right in front of the Capital City Ford advertisement. That free kick easily dealt with by the Petone backline. But a bit of ping pong and it ends up in Corin Gould's feet. Some tight work from the number 10 there, Jared Cuniff, but Petone end up winning it and coming out with it. Sam Pickering to Matthew Brazier. Now it's with Isaac Snell. He looked to play it square, but couldn't quite do so, so Rodriguez did that. And a lovely ball from Shearer to slip through Ollie Pickering, but he just lost his footing, and in doing so, lost position. And here comes Stop Out with a wonderful switch ball. It'll be Isa Prinz on the end of it, as he does a couple of step overs. Says, oops, forgot the ball, I'll take that with me. And I'll play a square ball that is very threatening. Oscar Boyce does fantastically to disrupt that forward play. As Gould gets a chance to get a shot off. It's blocked yet again. And finally the ball can go out of play for a moment of rest.
Yeah, another good chance for stop out that. It was a lovely ball from Pelezovic outright, and Issa Prinz did well in the end to fashion a sight at goal and saved by Boyce in the end.
Lucas Jelly there had a quite serious discussion with the referee, I think, regarding some comments made about a decision or lack of there. So the referee having some high and tight standards as expected. Shearer applies some pressure, but it will be no advantage. And the free kick brought back. That's good refereeing.
Yeah, good refereeing. Heavy touch from Sam Pickering, and he let the ball get away from himself and ended up fouling the stop-out player. They tried to play advantage, but it wasn't there.
As the first half just about comes to a close, a couple of last minutes as the attacking corner, free kick, ends up in the safe hands of Oscar Boyce, who puts his foot through that one. Kicks that one over halfway. Rodriguez, he's done really well there. Matthew Brazier, my goodness me, he's an athlete. He did all he could there to try and retain possession, but stop out do end up trying to move forward, only as far as Khaled to intercept that through ball. Rodriguez to Pickering. Shearer, who darts inside, as he loves to do. Similarities with him and Gould in the stop-out team. Wonderful play from Petone. Patient build-up. A couple of close calls, but they maintain possession. Corin Perks finds Sam Wall with a lovely first touch and goes inside. He looks dangerous. Who finds Matthew Brazier in the retreating nature. Now he darts forward and an aggressive one. He gets the ball back. No one can take the ball off him. Matthew Brazier with a great chance. He lays it off. It ended up at the feet of, I think that's Isaac Snell, who had a chance to, well, anything on target there would have been really, really seriously considering to be a goal, but it just was over the bar.
Wonderful footwork there from Matthew Brazier. Thought the ball was gone and he kept it in and kept it at his feet, stuck to it like glue, and in the end fell for Snell and high, wide and handsome.
Petone doing all the right things this first half, just not getting the rub of the grain. As the ball transitions to that right side, Ashtonavi Mustafa. He's been fantastic all season. He darts inside, and the ball ends up going all the way through to the back post. Jemiah Shearer for Petone. He just got caught with the ball right under him, and it'll be a goal kick in the end.
He's another one who's been great this season, Jemiah Shearer. Tried to get the ball out of his feet there, couldn't quite manage it, but he's been a constant threat down the side.
Jemiah Shearer, past clubs, he's played for Kapiti, Karori and Wellington Olympic, so he's been around the block as a young fella, but tell you what, I'm glad he's in a blue shirt. He's a great influence on this squad, on this left side. His sporting hero, Lionel Messi, of course, with similar stature. That does make a lot of sense in his playing style. He loves to dart inside, keep the ball close to his feet. And no surprises there. His favourite food, a pork roast, JT.
Can't argue with that. No, he's a real threat. He's got that low centre of gravity, and he causes lots of problems. And I think what you want to see is a bit more output in terms of goals, and I think that will come the more he plays in this Petone side.
As Connor Gall for stop out takes it to the corner. As Ollie Pickering stands him up and does really well. He comes away with it, and he beats another man. Sorry, this is Shearer. Would you believe? This is the man we've been talking about. He plays through Matthew Brazier, who enters the 18-yard box. But wow, what a fantastic challenge that was in the end from number 17, Jordan Martins, to close down Matthew Brazier in such a way that gave him no chance to escape.
Great tackle by Jordan Martins. He's been around the club for a long time, and so really, really great tackle. Wonderful break from Petone, and we were just talking about Jemiah Shearer. That electric pace he's got, and what a run. Unfortunately, didn't result in a goal for Petone.
Electrifying stuff. Right in front of us here is the in-swinging delivery is put to the back post, but harmlessly high and wide. It'll be a stop-out goal kick as the regulation 45 minutes comes to an end.
Another example there of Brooklyn Brown coming and not getting the ball. I know it's gone away for a goal kick, but it's in the net for a stop out today, and hasn't been claiming those crosses particularly comfortably.
I must say the club is buzzing down here. A few hundred people at least down at the ground to watch this game. And what an entertaining first half it was. What an entertaining second half it will be.
It's half-time here at Petone Memorial Park, with stop out going ahead 1-0 with a 30th minute strike from Jared Cunniff. Come up and have a nice cool drink and some hot chips, and we'll see you back in 15 minutes. Game brought to you today by Matchday sponsors BP Railway Ave and GNS Roofing.
A really entertaining first half, JT. Give me your thoughts on that momentum shift. And
yeah, really good half. I think stop out probably came out the better of the sides in the early stages. Lots of attacking threat, particularly through Jared Cunniff and Connor Gall, and they probably were worthy of the lead at that point in the game. Second part of the first half, and Petone really came back into it, controlling the possession and creating a few chances. And you'd think if they can continue in that vein in the second half, the equaliser won't be far away.
I couldn't agree more. Petone really threatening at the end of that first half. Me and you both making that mistake. Goodness me. But no, Connor Gall really impressed me. Number 11 for stop out, really causing a lot of issues for the Petone midfield and back line, cutting in multiple times and looking for that left foot shot. So exciting to see what that second half brings us. Petone fighting back, wanting to take 3 points here to guarantee National League qualification. Join us in 10 or so minutes for the second half here at Memorial Park. as we're back for the second half here at Memorial Park for the final game of the season. It's Petone to kick us off. They're going left to right on your screen in their traditional blue kit. And we're away. There's stop out moving forward on this right side, and Gould. And it'll end up being a corner for the away side.
Good run by Gall, continues to cause problems for Petone.
Recent news, Justin. Wellington Olympic leading Western Suburbs 4-1. So as a Petone supporter, I guess we can be somewhat relaxed in this current situation, but as the players and team, I'm sure they have no regard for that current situation. And as stated at the start of the game, they'll be wanting to claim all 3 points here to ensure no silly business.
Well, you definitely want to win against your local rivals regardless. Also with the North Wellington result currently, beating Napier 1-0, Petone could finish third with a win. Long way to go here, and Petone try to turn that deficit.
Sam Wall looks to slip Shearer through, and he just pushes it past the far post on the merged communications end. What a chance for Jemiah Shearer, number 7 for Petone. He's threatened all game, especially at the end of the first half, and again, once more at the start of the second. As a loose foul from Isaac Snell will result in a free kick to stop out, and a stern talking to from the official. It'll be the captain, James Sutcliffe, to take the free kick just on their side of halfway. Right in front of us here. And it makes it all the way on the full to Oscar Boyce, harmlessly. He hits the deck as he makes connection with that kick. But it's impressive, to say the least, to make it just about halfway. It will be a stop-out throw. Great work there on that far side from Cuniff. The difference between the two teams, the goal scorer, but ends up dribbling that one out, and it'll be a goal kick taken quickly from Oscar Boyce. Gives it to Corin Perks, who looks for Sam Pickering in the middle.
Looks like Ryan Edwards has given Amir Mandalawi the call on the bench. He's getting his shirt on, ready to come on for Petone.
Amar and Mandalawi, number 8, with the iconic pink boots. He's been a part of the playing 11 most of the season for Petone. He started on the bench this weekend, but I thought, had a great season in the top side.
Yeah, he's been really good, and he and McMinn, who's also on the bench today, have been a core part of Petone's season in that centre of the park. Probably just looking to get a bit more control of the football, and he'll go in there and sit in that deep midfield position, get on the ball and try to make things happen from there.
Kieran McMinn, a true club man. He's only played for Petone in his Wellington football career. He's been around the ways, though, as we'll just see this free kick from, looks like it's going to be Connor Gould to take it for stop out. About 22 yards out on the angle. Here he is, Connor Gould looking at top right corner, but Oscar Boyce, easy work for him. Kieran McMinn, Petone, outside of Petone, he's played in America for Concordia University, Portland, and for the mighty East Coast Bay up in Auckland. All 3 teams wearing blue, so it's obviously his colour when he goes to a region. Here comes stop out, though, threatening on that far side. Sharp work from Oscar Boyce to cut down that angle and make it near impossible for that attack to advance any further.
Yeah, quite a comfortable spell of possession for stop out in these early exchanges in the second half, and you can see why Ryan Edwards might be looking to his bench. All 5 substitutes warming up currently.
The in-swinging corner for stop out goes to the front post, and Isaac Snell does the defensive work there. Long throw in now, met by the head of Ollie Pickering, and Connor Gould again on the ball. Tries to cut it inside, but Samuel Wall now for Petone. They start to move forward. Oscar Boyce looking to send it long, but calls his bluff and goes short. Corin Perks looks for Snell. He looks to play Jemiah Shearer in on this near side, and he gets there before it goes out. Here's Shearer now as he advances inside the 18-yard box. A step over, a shot, and it's deflected off. Ends up to Sam Pickering on the edge of the box, who tries to play a cute little ball in for Shearer, but is dealt with in the end by the left back. And a wonderful touch. And here comes Issa Prinz. Full stop out. Corin Perks, wonderful defending from him, as he's done all season. Corin Perks is there. But I tell you what, it's back and forth football as Mandalawi loses it on the far side, and he runs into a brick wall. That was Ollie Pickering. He may not look like it, but he behaved like it there. And it will be a throw-in to Petone. As we look to the substitutions bench for the home side, the side that needs to make something happen, we've got the 2 players we were mentioning before. It'll be Mandalawi and Kieran McMinn coming on. And that'll be for Sam Wall and Rodriguez coming off.
good changes for Petone. Or as was mentioned earlier, it's going to be trying to bolster up that midfield and get the foot on the ball, start playing, keeping the possession and playing the football. Those two should really help with that.
We've got a bit of downtime here. I'm just reading here. Did you know Corin Perks, he drives the cable car in Wellington as his day job, while he's also completing a Bachelor of Commerce at Victoria University. What a gig that would be, JT. Driving the... I mean, it's not like you've got much steering to do, but what an entertaining time that would be.
Pretty nice on a fine day in the capital to get up and down the cable car, so I'm sure he enjoys that.
Going past what is just such a beautiful park of Kelburn Park, with the wonderful fountain there that looks over the whole city. Great spot. As we're going to have a substitute for the away team stop out. It's going to be Jordan Martins making way with a sore leg for Yannick Pocock.
Substitution.
As we're going to get play back underway here at Memorial Park. An immediate effect from McMinn there. Winning the ball and keeping the ball. Mandalawi also gets a first touch for his final game of the season. So through ball, looks to find Snell. He does very well to get there. Brushes off his defender, puts in a ball, but only as far as the keeper, Brooklyn Brown.
Yeah, good early impact from McMinn there. He's so positive on the ball. He broke the ball up there and broke the play up and pushed Petone forward quickly, and that's what we want to see more of in this second half.
Khaled gives it to Snell. He gives it straight back to him. Mandalawi gets involved. He would have been itching at the bit to get involved on the sideline. Mandalawi, I'm sure. He's a keen ball player, dig ball specialist. And just loves football. Shearer on this near side. He darts inside. And he gets it straight back. It's Shearer to McMinn. McMinn to Petone. And McMinn scores for Petone to make it 1-1 here. What a fantastic move that was in the tight spaces that was given to them. And McMinn ties things up here at Petone.
He loves to get forward and score goals, McMinn, from midfield, and I think it was a little bit of a surprise to see him on the bench today, and he's made an instant impact.
Well, Kieran McMinn, or so they call him, Kez. What an impact he's had straight away on the score sheet. It's 1-1 here at Memorial Park. And we've got a game on our hands here.
It was lovely footwork from Jemiah Shearer out there and the link-up play, and when it found McMinn, he finished it so coolly.
Mandalawi caught out there, and it was a mispass from Palizovic. Isaac Snell moves it to the left side. Ollie Pickering has some space to move forward. Petone with a bit of a skip in their step right now after that opener from McMinn.
Yeah, quite a few loose passes today from Alex Pilezovic, and I'll be looking forward to giving him a little bit of jip about that in the week to come.
Mustafa plays it inside to McMinn, and Corin Perks was put under a lot of pressure, but old mate Khalid was there to help him out in his time of need. Great teamwork there and just solid defending. Great tackle. Kieran McMinn, the goal scorer. Well, he basically does anything and everything related to sports and exercise science, including lecturing, university papers, supervising students, coaching, strength and conditioning, and he runs his own business, Elite Development Academy. So he's quite the athlete, and he's got the knowledge for all of that, and he knows how to score goals and take effect when he comes on. His sporting hero, Ruud van Nistelrooy, and his favourite food, he loves he says Napoleon-style pizza, isn't it? Or how do you say that? Can you help me out?
There's a Neapolitan pizza
Neapolitan.
from Naples, the
go.
traditional margherita pizza from Italy.
So maybe a well-travelled man as well. But Kieran McMinn, he's making the difference for this Petone side, the number 5. As that ball's floated into the back post, and Isaac Snell judges that well. Now holds up the man. Cunniff lays it back to Pocock, who whips that one in, but straight into the hands of Oscar Boyce, and he lets it fly, looking for Matthew Brazier. But Stop Out want to give it straight back. And here comes Stop Out now on this left side. It looks like a very weak challenge, and no free kick given. Mandalawi to Khalid. Cries of get up, JT, I just heard.
Always like to hear that. Someone goes down cheaply and the crowd urge them to their feet.
Well, there was a bit of a momentum shift moments ago, but it seems as though things have just calmed down now. Petone wanting to play it their way, their pace. Is a wonderfully timed ball. No, it wasn't. It was offside. Just early. Matthew Brazier on that run off the shoulder. And the ball shifted to the left side airily, but dealt with in the end by Snell, and Petone looked to go forward. Matthew Brazier gets it delivered to him airily as well. What is this word I'm using? I've got to cut that out, as quite the battle in front of us going on, but Petone end up with possession. Mandalawi, more contact between Carl and Cunliffe. Mandalawi passes it forward. It's now Snell. Back to Mandalawi. Petone definitely on the right side of possession stats this season at home. They definitely prefer to play it at their pace and pass it round. Their composure and confidence on the ball across the back line has been, well, dividends in watching them.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got their way of playing, and it's been really effective this season. I think from the games I've been to, the one game against the Phoenix was probably the exception to that.
That was early in the season, and they were just a different outfit really at the start of the season anyway. Yeah, too right. Every game bar that, they have played quite well here at Memorial Park. It's been a privilege to call the games for the club. As the ball given away cheaply in the end, and Here's wonderful move from, it was Connor Gall passing it to the right side, and I'm not sure who got the shot off, but it was Palazovic in the end getting the shot off, number 8, and a sharp save from Oscar Boyce to deny him the goal. Here's Shearer as he beats his man and darts down this near side. He momentarily paused and then he went, and he wins a free kick just outside the penalty area in a really, really good spot, JT.
Yeah, nice spot for a free kick, and Sam Pickering, you won't be surprised, has grabbed the ball straight away. Scored a free kick just a couple of weeks ago for Petone.
That was against Miramar, and that was in the final minutes to secure the win as well. A high-pressure free kick he scored. It's up on the Petone Football Club Instagram if you want to see it. Great camera work from Shay Stapleton, the social media guy for Petone. Does a great job. Here's Sam Pickering now in the 66th minute of this game. Scores are tied. He's got a free kick that, well, we know he's practiced this one a lot. Him and the team. He's got Snell just to his left shoulder, but I'm sure he'll go for the shot. Here he is. Sam Pickering. He hits the wall, he gets a second chance, and he tries to float it into the back post, but sharp keeping from Brooklyn Brown in the end. And
Yeah.
Stop out survive.
Yeah, good keeping from Brooklyn Brown. I've questioned his handling earlier in the first half, but really solid there.
It's a yellow card for Ollie Pickering as one of the players from Stop Out went to ground on a very fast break counter-attack. So that'll be the second yellow card for Petone today. As the free kick will be taken. It's a back post floater, and if Oscar Boyce wasn't there, it was a free header at the back post for Graven, but Oscar Boyce was there, as he's been most of the season. And Connor Gall goes to ground, very delayed, and it will be another free kick for Stop Out as they apply a bit of pressure here, a bit of a momentum shift the other way now.
Yeah, Petone keep giving the ball away the last 5 minutes or so, and Stop Out will be looking to make the most of it.
As the referee gets all his ducks in a row, he'll allow play to continue as the free kick's taken shortly. A set move that just didn't go to plan there. Unfortunately, it was a stray pass from Jared Cuniff, and it will go out harmlessly for a goal kick. We've got a substitution here for the home team. It's Jack O'Connor coming on for Ashtanavi Mustafa.
Substitution for Petone. Jack O'Connor coming on to replace Ashnavi Mustafa.
Jack O'Connor, who's had a fantastic end to this season, and he's replacing a player who's, well, been on fire all of the season, really, Ashnavi Mustafa. He started out the season with a Hisson Aurora in the goal-scoring column, and, well, he's played second fiddle in the goal-scoring column, I guess, to Matthew Brazier, who's top of the list in that regards. But here is Matthew Brazier and Sam Pickering as they try and find a space for a shot. They recycled it. Mandalawi and Snell. Snell gets it straight back. It's sharp football from Petone. It's Shearer slipped through. Shearer cuts it back. It just needed one more person there. but it didn't have anyone there. Oh, what a fantastic bit of build-up play from the home side.
Lovely football on the edge from Petone, so calm in possession, and it broke for Shearer. He got his cross away, but no one on the end of it.
Things happen so quickly, I forgot what I was talking about, but we move on. As Jack O'Connor misses that first touch, but I'm sure he'll be back. Here's stop out, moving forward, but again, running out of room and going out for a goal kick.
Good to see your mother on the balcony there, Connor, giving you some abuse for that.
No, welcome, mother. There you go, I've said it. Talking about the, I guess, similarities of the impacts that Jack O'Connor and Ashton Mustafa has had on specifically the right wing or left wing of the Petone attack. As that ball from McMinn ends up in the hands of Brooklyn Brown. It was a pretty threatening looking attack there, JT.
Yeah, it was, and didn't know quite what the keeper was doing there, but in the end it was under control, and they break away. But yeah, you're talking about the wingers for Petone. They've been great all season, those wide players, causing all kinds of problems, and I think the one thing you'd want to see is a few more goals from them.
Yeah, as I say, the start of the season was dominated by Mustafa and his goal-scoring efforts there, and the end of the season was, well, dominated by Jack O'Connor and his goal-scoring efforts there. And I guess they swapped roles there. Imagine all season long, all three of them, including Brazier, firing on all cylinders. That's when you have a championship-winning team. And I guess they're just that one step away, maybe next season.
Yeah, absolutely, and Shearer as well, who could probably chip in with a few more goals.
Substitute for stop out. It'll be Kowalczyks coming off for Jerem Tuck.
It's an attacking move for stop out. Jerem Tuck, goal scorer, and he'll come on and try to cause some threat for this Petone defence.
Well, it seems at this stage, last game of the season, with the Olympic result as it is, still 4-1 to my knowledge. 5-2, there we have it. Recent information to my ears. This game, in the context of the league and the situation, really is losing meaning. We're really playing for pride and for this Hutt Valley rivalry that does exist well and truly here between these two clubs.
Yeah, neither team wants to lose. You can see that from stop out. They comfortably in 7th, nothing really to play for. But on Derby Day, that doesn't really matter. You have everything to play for.
Fantastic touch from Ollie Pickering, and Jack O'Connor's played through with a slip ball by Sam Pickering. He's played it back post. That was fantastic play. All started with Ollie Pickering's chested touch to his left side. He just used his right shoulder to usher the ball to his left foot in such a way that just gave him the ball right on his stride. It was fantastic from him. And here's Matthew Brazier laying it off for McMinn, who had a chance. And he just scuffed the shot, JT. What a chance it was.
Great chance from McMinn. Couldn't have fell for him better. It was lovely layoff from Brazier. And McMinn really upset with himself. Claps his hands in frustration. And Petone will be looking for some more chances like that one.
It came out of nowhere. They were on the far side, and all of a sudden the ball came in, and it just fell at the feet. What a lovely layoff it was from Brazier. And McMinn may kick himself for that effort later on, but
Obviously, Brazier's goal scoring dominates the conversations this season, but you see that link-up play and those layoffs, and he does that all the time. He's really involved in everything Petone does.
There's that chested move again from McMinn this time as he gets the ball back from Jack O'Connor. The substitutes linking up well as Snell plays it inside, bounces it off to McMinn. Snell now. He's got Mandalawi right in front of him. But he goes to Corin Perks behind him. Great switch ball from left back to right back. Jack O'Connor. Great first touch from him. He's been great since he's been on. Brazier lays it off to Pickering. Sam Pickering looks for Ollie Pickering, who's made a great cutting run. But it was dispossessed in the end. And stop out. Looked to go forward. It was a free kick somewhere in that movement. I didn't quite see that, but
it was a great tackle, and the refs called it a foul. He says he's come from behind, but he got nothing but the ball. Very safe tackle, and you hate to see those given.
Sharp footwork from Cunliffe, who's just been everywhere all day for stop out. Here he is again, Cunliffe, the goal scorer. Cunliffe versus McMinn. Now it's Prince. Back to Cunliffe, who squares it back up all the way to Craven. Craven goes forward. Great direct pass, finding Jelly, who gets fouled with 3 blue shirts around him. Connor Gall has had a couple of attempts from dead ball efforts. And he'll get another chance now from roughly 30 yards, maybe 28. It'll be a great hit to test the keeper from there, but not that occasion. Pretty simple work from Oscar Boyce as he tries to release Cher on that far side, but not this time. Here comes Stop Out, looking to whip a ball into the back post, and it's a free header. My goodness, it's come off the post. It was a great header from Graham Craven, who was free at the back post. No one was on him, and the header comes across the upright. And Petone dodge a bullet, and here they come now. And Jack O'Connor, it's end-to-end stuff. Jack O'Connor to Brazier, who falls over, and it's a penalty to Petone. The referee's called a penalty in the 79th minute to the home side. After Stop Out hitting the post on one end, 15 seconds later, Petone are awarded a penalty on the merged communications end. JT.
Unbelievable passage of play. It looked like Khaled left the ball and it hit the post, and now right up the other end, and some great play. Fell to Brazier, back to goal, and the ref adjudged it to be fouled. He may step up for the penalty himself. At the moment, Sam Pickering holding the ball.
Well, as the moments build up to this penalty, you would think it would be Brazier, but... And there it is. The captain gives the ball to the top goal scorer of the Central League, Matthew Brazier. He'll step up to take this game by the scruff of the neck. Here he is now, Matthew Brazier. And there it is. Matthew Brazier makes it 2-1 to Petone. The man who's been at the helm of Petone's dominance this season strikes once more in their final bout. The man can and has done no wrong. There he is again, the main character, Matthew Brazier.
Yeah, lovely taken penalty, never really in doubt, and 18 for the Central League season. I don't know who's scored Olympics 7 goals today so far, but he may be in danger of the Golden Boot if Hamish Watson's grabbed 5 or 6, but you'd expect that Brazier will get the Golden Boot. 18 for the season in the Central League, 1 also in the Chatham Cup, so 19 for Petone this year for Matthew Brazier, who's now been subbed off.
Well, the goal scorer and the man himself, Matt Brazier, taken off the field after scoring his penalty. What a season he has had. It is Sam Pickering and Matt Brazier making way for Jared Eglinton and Luke Grinley. And, well, we've got some late drama, and the referee has sent off the head coach of Stopout for what it must be dissent. In fact, it was the assistant coach for Stopout receiving the red card. It must have been a lazy comment.
I mean, the fans are delighted with that, and he's getting a bit of abuse from the fans here. But a wonderful player in his time for Stopout, Steve Gully. He was captain and dominant central midfield player, but sent off from the bench today.
Shearer clears that one away and sets away Grinley, who uses his right foot to get away from the defensive work of Cosgrave. Spreads it to Shearer now. Shearer beats his man, gets a shot off. What a sharp save that is from Brooklyn Brown. Fantastic high to his left.
Great save from the keeper, Brown. Shearer did well to get it out of his feet and get the shot away, but tipped over by Brown.
Shearer's been threatening all day on the wing, and what a chance that was to get himself a goal today, as we've got another substitution for Stopout. It'll be Xavier Coleman coming on for a player that's gone off the far side. We believe it could be Isa Prinz. We'll confirm that shortly. It'll be the away swinging delivery of Jack O'Connor. Put into the heart of the goal box, but dealt with well by the defensive efforts of Stopout. Ollie Pickering plays it line to McMinn. McMinn for Petone. They square it up. He finds Snell, who's got the captain's armband on after Sam Pickering's departure from the field. And that one will go out for a Stopout throw right in front of their dugout. Corin Perks kicking it over his head wonderfully. Well, the last 10 minutes have been nothing shy of exciting, as we've got another 5 minutes to go, JT.
Yeah, really exciting time up here on the balcony, and the Petone fans in full voice and high spirits after that turnaround.
Well, with results being what they are and as they stand, Petone would qualify for the National League for the first time in the club's history. Remember this year, Petone celebrated the 125th anniversary of men's football and 50 years of women's football at the club. The oldest club in the Hutt Valley, and, well, a side to be reckoned with as they're showing here this season. What a great touch that was from Luke Grinley with his chest onto his foot. And he'll square it up to Jemiah Shearer. And it was a loose pass in the end. Mandalawi trying to fight to win it back. It's getting a bit handsy there. And, well, Cullen's just put him on the ground. That'll be a yellow card. And fair enough. Are we playing rugby league up the Waz? As Stop Out will have this free kick about 40 metres out. By the head, and another head, and how is that not gone in the net? It was a dual heading effort. The final header was from Cosgrave. What a effort that was, but just past the far post in the end.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to nestle in the bottom corner from where we were, but away for a goal kick. And Stop Out still going, trying to get that equaliser.
As you mentioned, 7 goals to Olympic before 7-2 the goal. The current score there, sorry. I'm reading 8-2 over his shoulder now as the goals just keep on coming in the O'Brien Shield fixture. As obviously the golden boot for the Central League. Before this game, the top goal scorer in the league was Matthew Brazier. But with these 8 goals, with Caelan Gould being up there as one of the Olympic players, we'll see how that all pans out once all the goal scorers is submitted. And you'll be able to find that, I'm sure, all online. As we do come to the end of this game, please use the YouTube comment sections below and comment your man of the match, name or number. They will be calibrated into the post-match function we do have up here in the John Bradbury Lounge. As Eglinton has a chance on the 18-yard box, but just can't find the space to shoot and gets dispossessed. A great darting run from Jack O'Connor, but he does get the ball taken away from him eventually. And Stop Out. Advance over the halfway line. It's Connor Gall playing a forward ball. And that ball was just behind his attacking partner. It was Jerem Tuck trying to get on the end of that, but just overran it. As McMinn now for Petone. He's got 3 players to his right, and he uses all of that space to go to the far man and Grinley. He goes back to Eglinton. Now Mandalawi. Ollie Pickering to Jack O'Connor, and he gets it back. What a casual turn from Ollie Pickering to give him extra space and time. And just a mistimed run from Eglinton. It'll be keeper's ball. Safe hands of Oscar Boyce. Grinley plays a switch ball, and it's Jack O'Connor now for Petone. Jack O'Connor on the 18-yard. He squares it up to McMinn. It's Jack O'Connor, and that one's just over the bar on the Merge Communications end. JT.
Wonderful bit of skill from Grinley. Knocked it over his own head and got onto the end, set up the opportunity for Petone, but in the end it was comfortably over.
As we're in referee's time now at Memorial Park here, final game day of the season. The referee still wants a throw-in to be taken in the correct position. As Jack O'Connor has the ball at his feet, he slips through Ollie Pickering in the overlapping run. Petone with a sense of composure and calmness upon them as they close the season out with a great result against their rivals. Jack O'Connor to the byline. He looks for the hasting run of McMinn. And here's Petone. It was Isaac Snell with the shot, but it was blocked. And here is Connor Gould down this left side. He cuts inside. Can there be something else to stop out? There's a free kick. And Eglinton commits that foul. It's about 30 yards out on the left angle. And yet another chance for Connor Gould to have a dead ball free kick in an attacking area. Time is up. We are on the referee's time. The score is 2-1 to Petone. As Gould sends this one into the back post. It's a great ball. And it's in the safe hands of Oscar Boyce. Will that be the last call of duty for him this season?
Well, it's got to be close. The ref's got to blow soon, and comfortable in the end for Petone. It looked like it might fall at the feet of Captain James Sutcliffe. And there's the whistle.
It's in fact a yellow card for Luke Grinley, I believe, for Petone. No, it is the wrong team. It is for James Sutcliffe.
James Sutcliffe, who played a couple of weeks ago here at Petone for the reserve side, as they lost to Petone under 23s on their way to the title in the end. They secured promotion that day.
How does that work? As Corin Perks does his defensive duties there. Once again, a reminder, put your man of the match in the comments section below. As time slowly being taken away from us. Corey Mills, I'm sure, soon to blow this one up. Or some final moments of action here as play continues with the clock on 90. And that'll be a stop-out throw on the far side. The wonderful backdrop of Bob Scott Retirement Village. A brick foundation building. Does look very satisfying to the eye. Sponsors for the day, GNS Roofing and Des Smith and Ray White Petone and BP Railway Ave for your premium unleaded 91 and diesel. Jared Eglinton, what a great touch that was. And we'll go back to the free kick. That was a couple of moments ago. And Snell will take that one quickly to try and set away Jemiah Shearer down this right side. And he does so well. Shearer now stands his man up. But great defending in the end from, it was Yannick Pocock. But Shearer gets the ball back and looks to get it back again. He has a chance on the 18-yard box to swing it to the left. Here's Jack O'Connor. Jack O'Connor in a dangerous position, but great defending in the end. And here comes Stop Out. Can they catch Petone on a counter-attack? With a switch ball, Carla does super well to wrap his foot around that one. And yet another free kick for Connor Gall. Yellow card for Eglinton for that late challenge to stop momentum. Cynical play. So we're closing out these final moments here at this game. Here's Connor Gall to deliver this one. Maybe a final chance for Stop Out, but that one goes high, wide and handsome and harmless yet again for Corin Perks' goal. Sorry, Oscar Boyce's goal. This is the 7th minute of referee's time.
Can't be much more. There's obviously a penalty and a sending off for a coaching member of Stop Out, but 7 minutes seems excessive.
Jemiah Shearer darts inside as he's done all day, and he tries to set off Jack O'Connor, but he was offside and he knew it, so he didn't bother. And that's Giannis Truck. He squares it up. That time, Xavier Coleman, he got caught out. And McMinn did really well to win a free throw-in on that far side for Petone. Jack O'Connor will want to take it quickly. It'll be Ollie Pickering. Tense final moments here to close this game out. As a forward run from it. And there it is. Luke Brindley finishes it off for Petone. And what a way to finish the season for the men in blue. They qualify for the National League for the first time in the club's history. They win the game against the rivals across the river. What a day to be blue. JT.
Fantastic for Petone. Secured the win 2-1 over local rivals. Always a great day. Qualification for the National League. Fantastic moment for the young boys there in blue. And we'll see what the National League brings.
It's been an absolute pleasure to bring you these games up here in the John Bradbury balcony. Thank you to all loyal and new viewers to Petone FC TV. And we wish to see you all for the National League and next season Central League, of course. It's been an absolute pleasure, JT. Thank you for joining me up here most weeks.
Likewise, Connor. It's been great. And what a season to be part of.
It's a 2-1 win for Des Smith, Ray White Petone over Stop Out. With the first goal in the 30th minute for Stop Out from Jared Cunniff. Equaliser on the 58th minute by Kieran McMinn, and then that penalty from Mr. Goal Scorer himself, Mr. Matt Brazier, in the 79th minute. Well done, Petone.
The National League beginning at the end of this month, and we'll be bringing you games live from Memorial Park. So stay tuned to our socials, our Instagram, our YouTube, our Twitter. We're all there. But it's been an absolute pleasure bringing you these games, and wish you all the best for the rest of your day. Ciao for now.